Episode 3, Inside the Flat. Hello, my name is Juliet Eden. This podcast is based on my true crime book, The Frog Murderer. These episodes are a scaled down version of the book, told in a slightly different way for audio so you can enjoy the story here and experience it again in the book. The book also includes colour photographs of Lee taken at the hair salon and inside her flat, the very place where the murder took place. If you would like to find out more, take a look at my website www.julieteden.co.uk. There are moments in life that feel completely ordinary at the time. A visit, a conversation, a room you walk into without thinking twice. And then later you realise you weren't just there. You were standing right beside something you never imagined and you didn't see it. The day I went into Lee's flat, I thought I was starting something new. A reality-style TV idea, something light, something different. But that's not what it became. It was January 2014. Grey, cold, the kind of day where everything feels flat. I arrived with Robert. He was helping me film. Young, curious, like me, just seeing where the day would take us. The first impression of the building itself wasn't inviting. Concrete, worn. I recognised it straight away. When I was younger, these flats had a nickname. Colditz. At the time, I didn't think much of that. Now, it feels fitting. Entering the flat, we climbed the stairs, knocked on the door, and stepped inside. The first thing I noticed was the smell. Cigarettes. Strong. The kind that sits in everything, the walls, the furniture, the air. Atmosphere. Then the light, or lack of it. The flat was dark. Net curtains blocked the windows. Even though it was daytime, it didn't feel like it. Everything had a yellow tint. At the time, I couldn't tell if it was the decor or years of nicotine. Probably both. Clutter. Whew. The space was small and cluttered. Every surface covered. Ornaments, trinkets, objects. Lee called them antiques. I saw something different, but I smiled because that's what you do. Lee's energy. Lee greeted us like always, full of energy. "Come in, darling." She gestured around proudly. "Look at all my antiques." She said it like it mattered, like we needed to believe it. Insight. And that's something I noticed more clearly that day. She didn't just tell stories, she reinforced them, repeated them, as if saying something enough times would make it true. The kitchen scene. We sat in the kitchen. Everything was neat, despite the clutter. There was an order. That stood out, because it meant she was in control. Every item placed deliberately. Everything exactly where she wanted it. The teapot. Then she offered us a drink. There was a teapot on the table, china cups. I thought, tea, something normal. Then she picked up a bottle of wine and poured it into the teapot. Just like that, no explanation. It was 10 in the morning. I declined. Robert didn't, he was 21. And to him, It was probably just part of the experience, but the key insight here, that's how Lee worked. She blurred the line between normal and not normal until you stop questioning it. Interviews start. We set up the camera, I started asking questions, and almost immediately something became clear. Lee wasn't good on camera, not in the way I expected. Performance shift. Her confidence didn't settle, it exaggerated. She became more theatrical, more like someone playing a role. Lies on camera. Oh, yeah. The more she spoke, the more contradictions appeared. Her stories didn't drift, they clashed. One moment her husband was a millionaire, the next he was violent, controlling, dangerous. Unease builds. At some point, the atmosphere shifted. Not dramatically, just subtly, like something sitting under the surface. I couldn't explain it, but I felt it. That slight discomfort. Then he suggested we go into the bedroom. I didn't question it. Why would I? So we followed her. The room was small, neat, almost frozen in time. The bed. That bed. The bed stood out. It was higher than I expected. Not massively, but I noticed it. I looked at it. And I looked at it. And it was unusually high up from the floor. The final reveal. Because now I know. At that time, John's body had been stored beneath that bed. Hidden, wrapped, and I was standing right there, completely unaware. Reflection. I didn't smell anything. I didn't sense anything obvious. Just that slight unease. And now I wonder, was that instinct or coincidence? If you want to see the photographs from this story and learn more about what really happened, you can visit my website www.julieteden.co.uk. Thank you for listening.